Hello, hello. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Oh, no, it's the right screen. Yeah. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Oh, already got people here. One Hit Gaming. Hello, hello, and Dad, what that? Hello, hello as well. Well, didn't get notifications at Hello Kid. I am still experimenting with my notification thing. I am not there yet at the point where, at least I don't know. I don't know how Twitch notifications. I don't know how delayed those are, but I am trying to get my Discord bot to send out notifications when I go live. That seems to be delayed by like at least 5 minutes, but 5 minutes into this stream, it might actually be working now. We're gonna see. It sends messages, just not the right messages, or it's able to send a message being like I'm live, but it doesn't at people properly. VS Code. Oh, this. Yeah. So because it opened fast and it had I was able to quickly enough get autocomplete stuff to work here. I don't use this for Unity things. I use normal Visual Studio for that. Use Vim? No, very much no. I'm learning code-ish. Ooh, cool. FYI, I'm only gonna be streaming for like an hour right now, and then I have stuff to do, and then I'll be coming back and streaming later. So there's that. Oh, I didn't set up my Hold on, I forgot to do a thing. I'm a professional who is prepared and knows what he's doing. I didn't set up my camera settings properly. That's why I look a little weird. Also, I've improved my setup. So right now, when I'm looking at chat and at myself in the webcam, I'm actually more so looking in the camera rather than exactly like not towards the camera as it was before. So moving up in the streamer world, not really, but yeah. So that's something. One moment. Let me just get to my normal settings that I do that don't save. I don't know why OBS or whatever program has to do with saving my webcam settings doesn't save when I turn on and off my computer. Yeah, the solution is just to never turn off my computer, but no. Okay, one moment, and bam, and number, no. Almost there. Bam. No, something's still off. What did I miss? Wait, hold on. I look very whitewashed. Do I have that on 28,000 or do I have a 2,800 or there we go. That's probably good enough. I use my tongue as like a saturation test of like, am I very red or very like paled out? Okay, good enough. Whatever. Hello. Use console. I don't have any. Actually, the only console. Actually, I literally have Shabam Nintendo Switch, and the thing of how you can make it hook up to a computer. I have no cords or what are the capabilities of? However, you'd go about getting like this to appear in OBS. I hypothetically could though. I just need to buy the right things and then figure out how to set up all that stuff. VS Code is the painful editor. That I've used. Fair enough. You probably need blinds. I have blinds. Actually, this looks like an open window in the OBS thing. Just how bright it is. There's a curtain here. It's just also like almost noon, so sun is shining like right. Well, actually, shine up, but like it's coming in my window. That's how that is. But that's all right. I look good enough. Just the default settings, I don't know, things look a bit weird, but I don't know, I found a consistent settings that look like good enough. Use console. Oh, use console. Oh, no. Actually, I have console stuff to test the code, and actually for what this is, I actually need 3 consoles open to basically be running code in 3 separate places. So that's fun. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, VS Code being the most painful editor that I've used. I guess by default, I would say same here. Well, because it's editor I've used for most of like non-school stuff. Nano. Oh yeah, I'm aware of the possibility. Yeah, I'm aware of the possibility of being able to do this. And on terminal. Yeah, I'm aware that this is a thing. But I say no. I'm good. I'm fine with not doing that. VS Code works enough for me for this. This is getting close to being done. This is a school project thing. It's not done yet. Most of what has left to be done is so the main functionality of what it is done. Or type VI. I'm aware of Vim. I know what Vim is, and also the meme that once you're in Vim, you can. There is no escape from Vim. But no, I'm familiar with this. I just don't use it, or I mean, I have used it in the past, but no. What happened to AI Chase? I want to be working on that game so badly, but I keep having other school things to do before I can, like, that are due sooner, that I have to get done before I can go back to AI Chase. Or whatever it is we're calling it. Extreme Tag, or I don't know. The name's up in the air. But, whatever variation of our tag game, we will be getting back to that. I really want to be working on it. I just can't, because I got other stuff to do. Mainly this. I didn't intend to spend so long working on this project. It's due on Tuesday. I started working on it Friday, and this is literally how I spent my weekend, was wake up, code this, go to sleep, wake up, code this, go to sleep, wake up, start stream right now. No, not really, but like that's how it felt. And there's a lot of like learning of things that I've never touched before. Yeah, and then a lot of getting distracted and doing other things. So I wasn't the most productive, but this is getting close to being done. I watched The Prestige for the first time, if any of you are familiar with that movie. Good movie. Although not entirely about what I thought it was going to be about going into it. But yeah, that was the levels of my unproductiveness of just so not wanting to work on this so much that I went and watched The Prestige. But also our AI game. We'll be getting back to working on that. I have ideas potentially. Oh, I like kebab. Hello. Hi. Oh, getting a lot of returning people here. Hello. I was intending to be streaming a decent chunk of this weekend after I finished this project, but that just never happened, unfortunately. Although, I don't want to speak too soon, but I should, in theory, be streaming most of this week and the weekend, and then most of next week and that weekend, and most of the week after that and that weekend. Actually, yeah, looking at my sort of schedule, I'm going to have a lot of free time to just dedicate to my Unity game coming up. But I do need to start actually making more progress on that Unity game. I've been wasting a lot of time with all this art and lighting stuff that, like, I need to actually, like, get more of the game done. Although art style stuff is important, but, like, I got other, also, like, things to get done in terms of, like, just finishing, like, getting this game done by a certain deadline. Although I did find a thing. I guess I'm going off topic from this. I'll get back to this in a minute, but was it this one? I think so. I found an image just from so much scouring of Google Images. I found this, and I really like the style of this. I don't know what this is from. Oh, I guess is this from a game called Adrift or whatever? I just noticed the bottom of this now. But I basically want to try, with some notable exceptions, recreating this scene in Unity. With the exception of, I'm not going to make this plant thing. I'm also just noticing this guy in the background. I didn't see him before. I'm not going to make that. I mean, I could put my character in here somewhere. But mainly like these reflections, the way these lights are. I don't know if I'll do the space background. I might do just some skybox that's just anything else. We'll see. I don't need to copy it 1-to-1, but I like the balance of just how the lighting is in this, and like the reflections and like the color of it. How it has these lights that are kind of glowy, but it's not too like foggy. Like I was kind of getting into that trap. Cause yeah, I'm mainly using bloom to achieve this kind of lighting effect, but me kind of overdoing it, and it turned into this fog thing that I didn't know how to really deal with. And fog, we can't have fog for certain things, but not necessarily like always fog all the time. Wah. So that's something I want to try. This also means that I'm going to, I'm focused on learning C#. Oh, cool. Yeah, makes sense with Unity. Nice. I'm having to go back, I'm having to go back and forth between a bunch of different programming languages for my school stuff. Like right now, this one thing I'm programming in Python. I'm doing another thing in C++, which I was having to learn C++ for the first time. And I'm doing another thing in, with the C# stuff. So C#, Python, C++ are the main languages I'm using right now. Am I forgetting any? There's other ones I've used in the past, but actually, yeah, all the programming languages I've ever like touched before: Python, C#, C, C++, Java, JavaScript. HTML, but that's not really a programming language. But like it's in that kind of bubble if you want to count that. I'm missing one. I think. I said assembly code, or did I? Yeah, I've done like two different assembly code languages, or not assembly code, but like I've used MIPS and I've used one other assembly code type thing that I forgot the name of. ARM, I think. Yeah, so that's that. And then the straight up like hexadecimals that you can convert into assembly code. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. But I think it'd be cool to do this, to make like this kind of thing in Unity. That might solve my problems. And also, this means that I am going to convert. I think I've made the decision now that I'm going to try and convert to the HD render pipeline rather than the universal render pipeline I've been trying to use thus far. There's just a lot of issues I have with it where I'm like, wow, it really can't do this thing? It can't do this thing? Like I get like, yeah, some of this stuff might be bad on performance, but like you won't even give me the option to do it, which is weird. I think I know it's a thing that where it's kind of some people think that it's like sort of lacking some features, but I didn't open up. Hold on, I didn't open up Streamlabs. Just noticing that, or it's like kind of lacking some features, which for the most most Unity users won't notice, I guess. But I am noticing some of these missing features that are going to be added eventually, supposedly. Oh, Streamlabs, what are you doing? No, why would you open like that? Oh no, it fixed itself. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. So I think I'm gonna try. Now we'll see how much this impacts performance. But there's another thing I need to be doing where I've been imagining like, once I get this game working on a computer, it would be cool if I could get it working on like a phone or on VR or whatever. But that's like not a way I'm gonna be actually releasing it, I don't think. That's just for my own playing around. So I shouldn't be trying so hard to make the game as performant as possible as if it's gonna run on a phone, because there's a good chance it won't be. I mean, it's good for the game to be good on performance, but it still could be possible to have a game in the HD render pipeline that could run on a phone, in theory. It could mean that for like a phone port that I really have to bump down the graphics and learn more like optimization-y technique stuff. But so be it. That's kind of what I have to do. Now, I also, I could try to go back using the default render pipeline, but the main reason I'm not doing that, the main reason I switched is I want to be able to use the shader graph, which I haven't gotten too much use out of that yet, but I hopefully will eventually. I did want to not seal myself off from that option. So I want to be able to use the shader graph for stuff. And then I wanted to be able to, have my game look graphically cool. I did do a little bit of experimenting on my own that didn't go very well. I tried to do like an art style type thing where I made everything glow ever so slightly. Like the emission on everything, I bumped up a little bit to see how that looked. It didn't go too well. I mainly thought like on my characters, having them glow slightly, they weren't glowing, but just be not so dark, but like on purpose, for like everything. I don't know. That didn't go too well. So we'll take another crack at all this stuff. But yeah, I think the HD render pipeline will be a good place to do that. The main thing, like the one thing I don't really need the ray tracing, volumetric lighting, or whatever. I mean, just this looks really good, and this doesn't have these ray tracing lights or whatever. But screen space reflections was something I really wanted, which this has. So yeah, and I understand that could be a thing that's not too good on performance, but yeah. And then also, I guess this scene doesn't demonstrate this too much, but more options for shadows, I guess. The universal render pipeline, it's weird how it's really lacking in like your options for doing shadow related stuff. Or I should be more specific, dynamic shadows. Like shadows on objects that move. Your options for dealing with that seem to be very limited, or at the very least very hard to go about doing. In like the in the default render pipeline, you just make your lights and it just works. In the universal render pipeline, like it doesn't support point lights being able to make real-time shadows, which is like, what? Why not? That's Why? Why would you do that? That seems like a very common thing that one would want to do with making shadows. I get that it's, not so good on performance, but at least, give the option to do it, even if it's bad on performance. Big Shark 124, hi. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be doing a Python thing, but I'm ranting about a Unity thing. Mainly I'm ranting about the weird limitations of the universal render pipeline that I think are slowly being ironed out. But they're affecting my Unity project that I'm working on currently, which is why I'm making the justification that I'm going to be jumping over to the HD render pipeline, I'm thinking, with this project when I get back to it. And I found this random image on Google that I'm going to try and sort of copy this scene for the sake of just getting a Unity project to look kind of like this. Not 100%, but close enough. To make my own games look better graphically. If I can basically get to the point where I have something kind of like this, and then just, put my own things in there here. Like this, once I get to this point, then I'll have maybe some good, post-processing settings set up, and, good settings set up with everything. So, hopefully that'll be a good step in the right direction. How are you? I'm doing good. I spent this whole weekend working on a school project that sucked to work on, and I wasn't too productive with doing it. It's getting close to being done. So that wasn't fun, but now we're nearing the end of it, and then soon I'll be getting back to working on my this Unity game that I'm ranting about, this tag game, where it's gonna be cool if I can actually finish it, although I need to start actually getting more work done on it soon. I've been wasting a lot of time doing all this experimenting with lighting and post-processing and all this graphical stuff when I need to get back to the actual programming of the game if I want to get this thing done by the deadline of when I have to get it done. So I will be hopefully getting back to that soon. So yeah, graphics are at the end. They are, with an exception here, where I wanted to at the very least know which of the 3 render pipelines. Oh, I should also say, so the game, we got it in a kind of a playable state. Actually, okay, some things broke in the process of doing this graphical stuff, but before that, we were in a thing where we were in a state where it was okay, the game is playable enough that I wanted to do just a bit of experimenting with graphical stuff that might impact the level design. I wanted to do some graphical testing that the results of which could impact the level design. So it did matter for doing at least some of it before I went to designing real levels or whatever. Mainly being able to test let's test some interior lighting stuff. Let's test some exterior lighting stuff. Which looks better? Okay, this one, I'll make more levels in this kind of style. Or that kind of stuff. And also, I wanted an answer of which of the 3 render pipelines I wanted to use that Unity offers. I don't know if you're familiar with Unity that much, but there's the default render pipeline, the universal render pipeline, and the high definition render pipeline. And long story short, swapping between those mid-project can be a big pain, especially the later you do it, the more of a pain it is. So by doing that earlier, at least having that decided would make it easier to handle later. Mainly it's graphical stuff that it becomes a pain. Once you do all the graphical stuff, then switching from one pipeline to another becomes a big pain and a big waste of time of a lot of things, a lot of tedious work that you have to do to get to be functional. I'm sad. Oh no, why is that? Yeah, so what was I just saying? I lost my train of thought. Default render pipeline stuff. I think now I've made the decision that I want to use the HD render pipeline. I was experimenting a lot with the universal render pipeline, but long story short, from all of my experimentation, I think I'm going to try going back to the universal render pipeline, the HD render pipeline, because today I got my math test back and I got a 14 out of 20. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've been in the same boat, I guess. Right now I'm pretty lucky with some of my classes where they're a lot of them are more project based than test based. So I do still have some tests here and there, but I've been a lot busier, but I've been mostly doing assignments, which is something I prefer. So there's that. Last year I had tests. My parents are gonna kill me. Oh, that's sad to hear. Hope everything goes well with that, and you're able to I don't know. But yeah, it won't. Well, I don't know what that it won't is in response to because there's a bit of stream latency. The highest grade was 19. Well then, I mean it's still like slightly under 75%. It's about I think it's a above a 70, I think, if I can do fractional stuff. So that's not like too bad. You passed at the very least. Yeah, and if I tell them that Belle's gonna come flying to me, ooh, well, I don't know what to say about that, but hopefully out of 100 I got 69 nice. Oh, fair enough. Is that how that fractions work? Maybe. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, wish you all the best. I guess. Yeah. I frankly don't know what to say. But and I've been in that boat of not doing good on tests or whatever. Not fun. But yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Should I tell him the highest grade was 15? That'll be lying. I don't know what advice to give, to be honest. I don't know, and I don't know your situation all too well, I guess. Like I don't know what would be the best thing for you to do. I mean, I probably would recommend against lying, I guess, because that could blow up in your face quite easily, potentially. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Anywho, though, so with my Python thing, I should be getting back to that. Did this work? No, it still didn't work. What is going wrong with my stream notification thing? It's still being weird. So I've been experimenting over the last while. Actually, let me go double check this. I've been experimenting with something over the last little while of a thing of being able to have a Discord bot give notifications, and it keeps going wrong for different regions that I can only test every time I go live to see that it's actually working. What's wrong with you this time? Did you not work at all? I'm gonna go finish my PowerPoint presentation for a class. Well, good luck with that. Hope that goes well. I had to stop streaming at like noon, probably from noon until 3, and then I'll be able to stream again. Oh, did you just not send it all? What? This was October 14th. It's the 18th. Okay, so it didn't send it all. Oh, weird. Unless it just hasn't sent yet, because sometimes it sends the notification out late. But it didn't send it all. Okay, so I will... Weird. Okay, so I will check back on this later. Sometime... I don't know. How long have I been live for? 26 minutes. It should have sent out by now then. I don't know why it hasn't. Hasn't even told me that it failed. Weird. Yeah, okay. I just was curious to see if I could at least see that had failed so I could modify something about it. But no, if it hadn't even sent it at all when it has before, I'll just wait on that even longer. Maybe it'll send it eventually. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better like thing I should be trying to do to get that working, but whatever. I'll keep experimenting with that in the meantime. Actually, well, I will manually, or do the thing I've been doing where I just kind of manually put out a notification thing. You know, only 27 minutes late, but here, let me just clean up some of this other stuff then. This, and eventually I will get a bot to be able to do it. I haven't been successful with doing that yet. Because I'm trying to use this, like, yeah, this website that can almost do it for me. Not do it for me. I'm still having to set it up myself, kind of. But in terms of being able to get the, I guess, event of me going live on Twitch, I don't know how I could do that manually, like, myself through a bot in a way that I could also then get, like, well, I don't know, like other information about the stream But whatever, it's stuff I can continue to experiment with. I thought today it would be like, it'd be finally working. But that's been what I've been saying like every time, where it's like, now it'll work. Nope. Now it'll work. Nope. Maybe this time. It still hasn't been working yet, but hopefully it will eventually. Just gotta keep trying. Although I don't know why it just didn't send it all this time. I don't know, but whatever. Okay, so okay, I didn't even introduce what this Python project is. So, it is a school thing. It's like 90% done. I don't know why I'm deciding to stream it now. I'm just like, why not? Sure. Yeah. I do find, funnily enough, that when I've been streaming, working on the school projects, I've just been a bit more productive with doing them, or at least not getting distracted and doing other things as much. So there's been that. But there's certain school things that like, if I have a school thing that's like not a programming thing, I probably won't be streaming that. I mean, I could, in theory, but I mean, I don't know. Because most of my streams have been about like, the game development, doing programming stuff, and this is technically another programming thing. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll stream doing that. Because I can. I mean, there's been times in the past where from me streaming a unrelated programming related like school project that I've gotten help from some people in chat, and that's been helpful. But yeah, anyway, so this Python project thing is it's supposed to be a chat bot kind of thing, where you have a server and as many clients as you want, and then being able to chat back and forth. So let me get my how I run these guys. So the top right, these are, 3 instances of the same console. I just need like 3 things to run the program. Oh, this one is being blocked by me, so I'm gonna move this here perhaps. Sure, it's being blocked a bit by chat, but that's okay. Okay, so this one being the server. Oh, what happened here? Sure. This one being the server, then it's like, we'll wait for client connection at port. Then it generates a random port number between like 1024 and like 65,000 or something like that. Basically all the available port numbers. Which, long story short, is just a number of how the clients can connect to the server. So, waiting for incoming client connections. Well, and then up here, this client will be named Alice, I guess. Alice and Bob is the names from my example stuff that I've been following along with. So, oops, not that. I need to type in that port number, so 6185. So I'm running the client thing with a name, a username thing, which in this case is Alice, and then the address, which has to be in the form like chat, // localhost, and then the port number. So bwam, connecting to server, connection to server established, sending intro message, registration successful, ready for messaging. And then over in this one, you can see accepted connection from client address. That was the address. Connection to client established, waiting to receive messages from user Alice. So cool, that's working. And then I do the same thing with Bob over here, but type in the other one, bam, and it does the same thing. So that's cool. And then so now they're both registered with the server. And now with Alice, I can go like, hello, Bob, and assuming this is still working. Yeah, there we go. So it down here it's like, oh, we received this message from user Alice at Alice. Hello, Bob. And then over, and then on Bob's side, then you see the message. Hello, Bob. And then Bob can go. I can type stuff back. I don't need to type out actual sentences for this. I type something on Bob's side. Alice sees it, and then I could have more. I'm not going to open more things, but I could have another. I could have more clients. I could have Charlie and Daniel, and just going down the alphabet of names. Ezekiel, Frederick, Greg. No, okay. So yeah. So yeah, this works. So and then they would all receive a message from whoever sent things. So then I go blah, and I can go lots of all that. So that is cool. So wait, what the heck? This got a. Hold on, let me test something. Did I get a? Where'd that capital H come from? Oh, from there. Okay. It's still got some kinks, some things to be worked out, but we're getting there. So yeah, and then also, so now I've just done the testing of what happens in like the perfect scenarios. I have to have some like error checking stuff, some try-catch things, and then some things printed out when things go wrong, and then I gotta comment everything. So that's on the agenda of what I have to do to finish this thing. So in order to do that, I'm now going to I'm trying to where did I hold on. One moment. Yeah, okay. So really? Okay, the stream live thing finally sent it. No, don't do that. Oh, no, why would you do that? No. No, I changed my monitor setup and certain things have broken as a result. Come on, Discord, come back here. Okay, so, why would you, why you do any of that? So, this, my attempt currently at sending out this going live notification, but it's not like, it's not going blue or purple like this, and it's supposed to be, but it's sent again. Well, it was sending before. And it's sending a message, it's just not having the @ thing that I want. Okay, so let me go back, and I have a theory why for the next test. Going all over the place with the stream, but that's all right. That is what you should expect coming into Cyberchroma. Oh, Austin, hi, how's it been? Hello. Good, I guess. Doing more programming things. Well, being really busy with other school things, but hopefully soon getting back into doing the Unity stuff and the tag game that I've been spending so long doing, but so little time. Like, it's in the last week or so, I spent so little time getting able to actually work on it, where I've been actually making the game, other than all this experimenting I've been doing with lighting and all that. Ooh, I remember when I tried to get my bot to be able to @ people, it was too overly difficult. Yeah, that's what I'm struggling with right now, but we're getting there. And so this is my thing I've been experimenting with to be able to send out notifications when I go live in my Discord. And just now, this most recent attempt. See, the other thing is and there might be a way that I could test it constantly, but my right now way of how I'm able to test it is just by every time I go live, I see if it worked, and if it hasn't, then I try something else. But I haven't been doing any dev. I've been straight grinding that new MMO, New World, lol. I am unaware of this MMO, but cool, fair enough. Actually, I got, okay, I've also been, I got Crash Team Racing Reignited, no, Nitro Fueled, and I've been playing a lot of that, so, well, that was more like last week, but yeah, so that's been happening as well. And I'm close to kind of 100%ing it. Well, no, that's not true. I'm close to 100%ing it, other than has this pit stop where you buy characters and carts and all that. Other than grinding enough money to complete that, I've almost 100% all of everything that isn't that. No, that's also not true. Hard to describe with the context of the game, but I've made a lot of progress in terms of what could be considered in-game to be 100% kind of whatever. Anyway, so everyone's been playing it. I've even seen game devs who don't even play games playing it. Fair enough. I mean, it's a remaster of a racing game that came out in 1990 something, I think. Wait, when did it come out? I want to say around 1999 would be my guess. Let me figure this out. Crash Team Racing Original. Let's see if I can just find a release date on this. 1999! I actually got it right! Oh my god, that was, okay, cool. In my head, I was like, okay, it was late 1990s. Yeah, it was 1999. Okay, wow, okay. That was completely a guess. I can pretend that I knew that, but no, I did not. So, but yeah, I also, it came out a year ago. I'm only playing it now because I was in a store and saw it for $35. I'm like, yes, I will take this, thank you. So that's that. Okay, this thing that what I was experimenting with. So this is the sort of JSON file thing that gets sent off to the Discord thing of what it puts as a Discord message. There are other things I want to do to make this I'm gonna say fancier. Where right now, so this is the one that I've been sending manually. I'd like it to look more like this. I mean, it'd be nice to have extra fancy things like having my stream title and things like that. But right now, I'm just trying, at the very least, I just want it to send a link and the right adding the right role. I'm just trying to get that to work first, and then I can continue to make it fancier after that. I think I remember only using the @ when I did it. Yeah. So So I've been experimenting with a bunch of different like ways of doing it in the JSON file with me not entirely, but you're using JSON, so it might be difficult or might be different. That is the thing. Apparently, it is different with JSON. So, because what's been happening is that if I had just this, then it was posting the message, but it was posting this text just like this, except this wasn't turning purple. So it was posting like this just as text, but it definitely was not adding the right thing. So let me double check. I did spell this right? So going live notification. That is how this is spelled, right? Letter for letter. Because if I have a typo in that, then that would explain things. But no, it seems to be right. Oh, yeah. But when I did this, it was posting just the text. So then I just now tried having, apparently those angled brackets might work as like an escape character thing or something. So I thought that might work. It seems that it didn't. Another thing I tried was that if I go to the role itself, I can copy the ID of the role. Let me double check that it is. Yeah, copy the ID of the role, and I just post that in like a notepad document real quick. It spits out, one moment. It spits out this number. Oh, are you an Android developer? Foldo Fire. Hello. No, I am not. I have never developed anything for any phones ever. Except, well, okay, no, I've experimented with my own Unity games, just like trying to get to run on a phone. But nothing other than messing around, I guess. I am a Unity game developer. Well, I say that. I've only released one game legitimately and some smaller games on like itch, kind of. I'm hoping to, release some actual things at some point. But yeah, mainly that's just been PC only for the time being. Although I'm working on a game now that once it's like working, I wanted to experiment with seeing if I could get it to run in VR. So there's that. And then also right now I'm in school, in university, and I've been making some games as school projects for that stuff. So that's primarily been my stream content. So yeah, that's that. Right now, though, we're going on a side tangent of I've been experimenting with. So I have a Discord server. I've been experimenting with trying to get a notification bot up and running. So what I was, I might have a fix for you possibly. Oh, gladly. Well, I was about to just say that. So this number is what's spit out by the as the ID of the notification thing. So I've seen as a potential thing by going at the number, but then that was spitting out just the number. So the thing I'm going to try next is having this escape thing plus the number. I don't know if it should be at the number or just the number. I'm going to try at the number. And we're going to see if this works. This is my next thing to try. We'll see. Once this is working, then I want to try and get the actual image thing here. But I'm only doing it one thing at a time, because I can only test it one thing at a time. That's what I was going to tell you to do. Fair enough. Well, it is done now. So I will, again, I can only, other than like going like not live, live, over and over, I have no easy way of testing this, other than just validating that the JSON file is valid. That made sense. But yeah, so that's that. Let me go back over. So we're just gonna wait and see. Next time I stream, we'll see if that's working. And that's what I've been doing basically every time. I think that's what you have to do. Cool. Hopefully it works, and then I don't have to keep doing this manually. I mean, me doing it manually isn't that bad, but I often forget to entirely. And it would be cool to have a bot do it for me. I don't have the Discord link set up in Twitch chat right now. I can do that. I have like things. It's like on my list of things to do eventually. Here, I'm gonna put a link manually. On my list of things to do to improve the quality of my stream. How do I go? Invite. Hold on, getting a link for you. One momento. This. Yeah, this works. Okay, generate a new link. This and shabam. Whoa! It's like it happened from you typing it. Whoa! No, I'll do that eventually. I just have so many things on my plate. Got it. Thank you. No problem. And anyone else who's interested in there's that link as well. Yeah. I mean, I did send it like, well, I think the default thing there expires in like 7 days or whatever. So anyone watching this VOD in the future, that probably won't work, but Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say if I ever will like make my Discord be something that you have to like there are some big YouTube channels. It's like, oh, you gotta subscribe to my Patreon and then you get my Discord link. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I think I would only ever do that if like the unrealistic scenario would be getting so big that like too many people in my Discord server, but that's never gonna happen. So I imagine, yeah, anyone can join my Discord server at any time ever. Hopefully I can't see into the future, but yeah. Funny thing is I have an empty Patreon account, but I have nothing worth putting on there right now. So it's more so just like when I got the name Cyberchroma, I just registered accounts on like every website imaginable to just have the name. I've definitely missed some here and there, but yeah. So there was that. Anywho, but yeah. So okay, back to this. But I'll put more link stuff, more like Twitch bot things at some point. I'd like to experiment with. Even just like other, just commands, whatever. I'd like to set that stuff up eventually, but I don't have time. I have so much like other things that I need to be doing, like my tag game. I need to get back to that. Oh, I closed something I didn't mean to close. Whatever. Okay, I've been rambling. I was expecting to be rambling a lot of now. Actually, I wasn't expecting that many people to be here right now, which is cool. So thank you all for being here and all that. Yeah. So. Let me just, okay, so, does this work? This works. Okay, so, school project thing. Yes, the faster I finish this, the faster I can get back to the Unity thing. This is the only thing right now. Yeah, right now, this is the only thing stopping me from being able to work on the tag game. It's due Tuesday, and I've been working on it all weekend, and it took a long time to even get to the point of being here. Give us that Canadian accent. A boot, maple syrup, polar bears. I'm neighbors with Santa Claus. I live in an igloo. See, my walls are white, so it's proof that I live in an igloo. A boot, other, yeah, there we go. Is that good enough? Yeah, there you go. I need to like listen to like a stereotypical Canadian accent. Hold on, one moment. I don't even have. Hold on a moment. I don't even have my like headphones turned on. You also have to pronounce car like care. Care. All right, let's get in the car and go to this. That's not a Canadian accent. I don't know what that is. Let me. I'm gonna do this real quick because I can. I'm googling stereotypical Canadian accent. Let's see what we get here. I just need to see like a few second clip. And then I can do this. Except that's not playing. One momento. Blah. Yeah. Troubleshooting. Don't mind me. Now I should be able to hear things.
And somebody, but this is my best.
Can you hear
this
things?
This is my best impersonation. I gave this in my farewell or my homecoming talk, and the only person that laughed was my dad.
What happened?
So you might not think this is funny.
Does this sound like a Canadian accent? No.
So anyways.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
How about we talk about the Lord, eh?
Canadians actually have pretty American accents, surprisingly, from what I've heard. I mean, it makes sense. Being very similar in
raven.
proximity, and I live in like
raven.
southern,
You're eating trash.
eastern Canada, I guess.
That's all I got.
I wasn't even listening to this video. But yeah, living close-ish together, and well, not really. I mean, kind of, but you know. But also, I live, near-ish America. I don't live in none of it, and. Also, same language of English.
I was walking through the alley and I
was walking through the. Okay, I can't mimic this like I thought I might be able to. All I can do is say a and a boot, and that's it. Okay, you know. All right, I'm good. I'm with it. Oops. Okay, maybe just flash school things. That's fine. I don't know. Again, like I've said this many times. I don't know to the extent that if it's fine for me to be just like here's my school thing. Here's school assignment stuff from the courses that I'm in. I don't want to get in trouble with my school. I probably won't. It's probably fine. Is Quebec a separate country? No. No, they were trying to separate. Let me take out my headphones. They were trying to separate at one point. That didn't go through, and I don't know what the status on that is now, other than that, no, they are still a province of Canada. Oh gosh, at one point I knew all the capitals of each province. Oh, I know Quebec is Quebec City, because that's a thing. Ontario is is Toronto. I know that. I don't know why I stuttered so much there. I do. Yeah. But what's none of it? None of its capital has like a weird name. It's just like letters regurgitated on a keyboard. No, I'm not gonna. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, so that's that. I couldn't tell you all 50 states in America, though. Probably not. No, if I'm not, I'm like, I'm gonna try and name them. No, because I will get not as far as you like. I wouldn't get even close to as far as I maybe should be able to. Okay. Anyways, okay. So my project thing though, I have 20 minutes before I have to leave, and then I'll be coming back later to do this. I just decided, I don't know why I decided to stream a bit before I have to go. So because I could. Okay, so this project-y thing. So it is a chatbot. To recap to people here, is a chatbot type thing where I have a server and then I have 2 clients, or as many clients as I want. I'm just testing with 2, and then they can send messages back and forth, and it's interesting. And it's all in Python. This is all the code currently of the client. This is all the code currently with the server. I barely understand it. I understand things enough, but it was a lot of like Googling things and then copying things. Copying with understanding to a little bit of a degree, sort of. So, yeah, so we're getting there in terms of getting this done. Again, I'd say the basic functionality is there. What I have left to do is some tidying up, some like error checking stuff, and like doing special things, you know, when errors happen, and certain error messages that have to be in an exact format, and then commenting everything. I always do commenting as the last step. Yeah, okay, so in this, I guess, again, purposely gonna leave my school thing off screen. I'll just read it, and you get to listen to my Canadian accent of reading this. No, but, okay, so what was I looking for specifically? There's this, I just need to see what I need to do for a certain error message thing. So, oh, right. Oh, shoot. I did do something wrong here. Okay, so with other control messages. Oh, right. I do have to do that. That is a thing for the TCP protocol. Is it TCP? Is that the... okay, that's the thing I'm going to get to later. Okay, so I have to do some things of... right. Okay. I have to... So, okay. Just trying to think of how to best explain this. Right now, with the way that my chat thing is set up, if I go and minimize this, you can see all these screens. So this one's the server, and these 2 are different clients. Right now, when I send messages on the server end, I get the messages like at the username, :space, and the message. Right now, I have it set up so that the clients just send the message, and then the server adds the at username : thing. But I'm realizing here that I did something a bit wrong, and I need to make it so that the client itself gets the client itself adds the at username : space the message, and then sends that to the server. So I did the right thing, just in the wrong places. So I just need to fix that real quick. So that was here. So I need that would mean that this message would be the completed message. So I don't even need to change that then. If I just go back to this being data. If I strip that in the other place, hopefully it should be fine. Okay, data. I just need to see everywhere where I have the word message, and I need to put data. Yes. Not in here though. Yes. Okay, so then basically this, something along the lines of this line, are gonna go up a here. Over in the place where I send off the message, and that would be here. So, okay. Actually, that for some reason in my head I thought that was going to be harder to do, so I explained things a lot more than I frankly needed to. So this I need to change to, I think I have a variable called username somewhere that I believe is that the username of this client, and then this I don't have data. In this case, it's gonna be message dot strip. So except this is already a string, so I don't need to do this. Okay. Yeah, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. I could do this in 2 lines, but I'm not gonna. Let's get the read line in one thing and then, yeah, do that after. Okay. So with that, some extra spaces there. Okay, so that's that check mark done. Well, because the other thing I need to do, one thing I didn't do, is that when I connect to the server, to follow the TCP protocol, I'm supposed to send some control messages back and forth. And for the server to recognize the difference between a control message and like a user message that is for the chat thing, I guess it having that @ thing at the beginning is how it distinguishes such things. So that actually means that in data here, I need to go. Oh, I do need to do this a bit differently. Okay, so okay, so I need to. This is the part that like reads messages. Long story short, I have used this like selector and selector library that I barely understand how it works, but it's an event-based thing, I guess. So anyway, so what needs to happen here is that this if data thing, this is like, yeah, we got some message from some server or from some client. Cool. I need to actually then test what type of message it is to then do different things with it, I guess. So I want to go if, first just the case of it being a, so if it's a chat message, it will begin with @. I guess I could just test @. Yeah, I'll do the full, like, it should be @, then the username : I guess. So if data, actually wait, how would I do that? I could do .split and then test that the first word is equal to blah, like equal to something. Right, or I mean I could for now, just for the sake of testing, I can test literally just for the @ symbol. But that's probably not the way I'd want to go about doing things later on, but this works as just a test that the rest of this is working how I think it will. And assuming that this gets the @ symbol, then I should be able to go something like yawning, yeah. Receive message from user blah. And then that's gonna be the message. Then for key and connections, then it sends that data to everything else. Except itself, it doesn't send the message back to itself. Okay, so that, well, in theory should work, but actually, no, I want to, is the best way of doing this to get this the first word of HTTP styled request and response formatting? Notice that these messages do not, unlike regular, yeah, that's what I thought. So that's what I'm testing for. So I want to just say, so I'm going to want to go an array that's going to be, okay, let's go control signal. I don't know what that should be called. Equals, I'm going to go data dot split by spaces. And then the first element of this array should be @ plus the username, which in this case is name, plus a colon. That should be what the first word is. I don't know if this is a better name for this. Can I go, actually, hold on. If I went like this, control signal, yeah, then that, if I go dot split and then go 0, that would maybe get just the first word. And I know that it's not empty. I know there is at least one word if this had data with it. So, yeah. Right, that makes sense to me. All right, let's test this. Okay, so stop you. Those get disconnected. Cool. Okay, didn't mean or need to do that, okay, but whatever. Okay, So this, get the port number 36182. Cool. I don't even need Bob for this. Yep, the fact that it seems to have worked, or it got received message. I think I can be confident that that worked. Cool. Yeah. All right. Next thing. Next thing is what? So. Okay. Oh right. Okay. So. I missed that. What did I miss? Okay. When the chat client starts, it establishes a TCP connection with the server and registers with it. The registration message is of the form register username chat /1.0, where username is the name, the person. If there's an issue with the registration message itself, it's not properly formatted. The server responds with a 400 invalid registration message. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Right. So I didn't do that at all. Should have done that. Okay. So. Oh wait, then what would have been the... Right, okay. So... register username. Oh, I did part of what I needed to do, funnily enough. I sent the username just on its own. I just need to send it in a way that's prettier in formatting. So this part where I send the username to begin with, it's supposed to be a string that's like... Is it all caps? It's all caps, I think. Here, let me just copy this. Be faster than typing it out. I need a message that looks like this, where username is this username. So, and yes, there's better ways there's a bunch of different ways of like formatting strings. I like doing this, the blah plus blah plus blah. Although once this is done, I might want to go back and make it more consistent and maybe I should do the proper like dot format, and then you have like the squiggly brackets and stuff like that. Curly braces. I think that's the proper term for what those are called. I call them curly brackets. Or squiggly brackets or whatever I said. Yeah. Okay, so that should do this, but now I need to get the other program to recognize the formatting of that. So now, so I need to accepted connection from client Bois. Register. Where's the part where I get the name? Right. Okay. So I should have it beforehand. So I should go. Registration. I didn't spell that right. Wait, what did I... There's something in there I didn't spell right, but I'm not seeing it. Register. Wait, no, hold on. What's wrong with you? Why can't I English today? No, wait. Hold on, I'm being an idiot. Don't mind me. What's the difference between the spelling and the spelling? Oh, wait, did I spell it right? Oh, something just looked wrong in the spelling, but maybe it's not. I don't know why I thought yeah, okay, no, it's fine. Cool, I can't spell things correctly. Okay, good. Something about that looks wrong, I swear, but okay, whatever. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, registration equals receive a message, and that's going to be the whole registration message. So I need to make sure that's actually formatted correctly. I need to make sure the whole thing is formatted correctly in this case. So I actually do care about seeing that the other end says chat 1.0. Okay, so assuming it got this, I guess I should verify its correctness before I actually do the registering. So if I need to test each, actually, I guess, So in terms of validating it, I need to, if I split it up into 3 words and test, okay, there were 3 words. Well, like I said, I need to, if I want to not have errors, I need to like make sure I have the right number of words before I assume that I do. So if if it got something, it shouldn't be empty, but I'm going to test for it not being empty anyways, just so less likely to have errors. Is not equal to the empty string. Then, that's not what I meant to have. Okay. So if registration is not equal to the empty string, then I also need to go something like, in Python, don't you just type and? Isn't that how that is? Yeah. And I haven't used Python in like a while before doing this project, so I'm like rusty on some Python specific things, like not having curly brackets everywhere. It's like, or like semicolons on the end of lines. Something I had to get used to again. Registration. So if it's not blank, so now we know it's not blank, and then I need to split it into 3 words. Except there's no point in me doing. I can do this. Let's split this. The length of that being, it should be equal to 3, but it makes. I should. Okay, hold on. Can you, if I go to split an empty string, what happens with that? William, hello. Hi. I just need to see something, what might happen in an error scenario. So Python, if you go to, because, okay, my worry is if up here I go like registration words equals registration.split. If registration is an empty string, does that cause errors? That's what I just want to test first. But also, hello, William. It becomes an empty string, it becomes 2 empty strings. Does it really? Weird. Wait, is that actually... Your cat emoji at the end, I'm not too sure. Are you serious in saying that? If you are, really? That happens? Interesting. I don't know. I was just kidding. Oh, fair enough. Okay. So my prediction is either one just stays basically one string, or it's like an array that only has one thing in it, or an array that has nothing in it, or it causes an error. I just need the scenario that it doesn't cause an error. So let me just Python. Thought that'd be funny if it did. That would be weird thing. Empty list or empty string split. Let me just okay. When splitting with an empty, I mean, yes, I could just test it, but I'm just googling because I can. Why does split return an empty list while split session? Okay, so it just does an error. That's all I needed to know. I don't care what it does. I just needed to know that it didn't cause an error specifically. Okay, so in that case, I can go registration words equals registration dot split. Wait, he said it returns a list? That's fine. That makes sense because when you do dot split, it does return a list. But in this case, I didn't read all of it. Either it returns an empty list or it returns a list with... Does that mean it actually turns it into 2 empty strings? No. I think it returns a list with only 1 element in it, which you can have that. You can have a list that's empty, and you can have a list that has 1 thing in it, and you can have a list that has multiple things in it. So that, I think, is what... I didn't read all of it. All I saw is it returns a list, and that's all I cared about. So either it returned an empty list or a list with only 1 thing in it. I also saw him running dot split with like different options or whatever. But as I said, I don't care what it does. I just needed to know that it didn't cause an error specifically. That's all I cared about. Yeah. Oh, that's my alarm. Okay, I have to go soon, but I will do this real quick. If registration, but then I'll be back. I'll be back later today. So I just have classes. So yeah. If registration is equal to Brad registration, so and registration words, the length of that, len of the registration words equals 3 specifically, because there should only be 3 things. The word registration in all caps, then a username, and then another word that I just have to test that it's exactly what it needs to be. So, and the length is equal to 3. And I guess, okay, now I can have more and things. Because I'm pretty sure Python works like this. An interesting thing about ands is that as soon as this says false, it won't evaluate the rest of it. So I can now start testing. So if it gets to this point in the and, then I know that this has exactly 3 words. So I know that trying to access element 3 or element 2, because it goes 0, 1, 2, the 3rd thing in the array won't have an error because I know at this point that it has 3. At least it works that way in C#. I'm pretty sure it works that way in Python. We're gonna find out. And the registration word 0 is equal to register. There might be a better way of doing this. Register. There might be a better way of doing this, but I don't know said way. And this should work well enough. Okay, and I need to know that word 2 is equal to what is word 2 equal to? Word 2 is equal to okay, this whole thing. Let me grab that. This, except in quotation marks. Cool. So this means that it's formatted correctly, which then means that we do all of this. Else, we're going to do some other funky things. So, okay. Else, as long as I leave by like 12:10, I should be okay. So, from user bois. So otherwise, this means that it was not formatted correctly, which means that I need to go and it responds with a, okay, that's the name. Oh, wait, this name is also now going to be something different. This name is going to be registration words 1. Yeah, registration words 1. I don't necessarily need to put that in a variable called name, but it just makes the readability of this better. And also I do end up using this twice here, so that's probably fine. So then on an error, okay, there's 2 types of errors I need. Oh, actually, invalid registration, if this is, so the registration message is improperly formatted, and an error message if the client is already registered. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do that, but first, for now, I'm just going to do the invalid message, invalid registration. So this needs to send back this in a string. And not printing that, it needs to, the server responds with a that. So I need to go, where is it? Where do I have a line where I send something off? Or I don't. Wait, do I not? That's dot receive. I'm looking for, so I don't have to retype it. I have like a dot send. Key dot send all. Connection dot send all. Okay, yeah. Okay. Except this is, hold on. That string dot encode. So these comments are like left over from the code that I copied, so that will hopefully be fixed at some point. So connection. So it's gonna send this back. Okay, that should work. I'm gonna quickly test it, and then I gotta go. So blah blah blah. Okay, so that looking for things there. 1405. Oh, it's not working. Great, fantastic. So why not? Username.encode can only send. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I know why. Okay, because I have to encode the whole thing, not how I did that. So I'm gonna put brackets around this whole thing. Dot encode. I think so. I think that works that way. Hopefully so. We're gonna find out. Okay. Test that again. And then this. Okay, 62305. Okay, well, registration.split. Empty separator. Wait, what? Why? No. Empty separator? Because, oh, no, right. I understand. I had to split it by a space. I didn't do that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. This, 2, 5, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it worked. All right. I'm gonna assume that it'll work for Bob. Whoops, not if I don't put in the right port number. So 2, 5, 4, 5, 6. Connection refused. Wait, did I not type? Oh no, that must mean I didn't type it right. No, I did. Okay, okay, I didn't type it right. Okay. I was like, wait, what? No. Bob exists. Yeah. All right. All right, and I can just send things, and I can send things. Well, babida. Make sure the rest of this is working right. All right, booyah! But now I really gotta go. So great that this is working so far. Funny enough, weirdly, I don't know why. Like, me talking aloud to myself doing this has been more enjoyable than like all of me working on it over the weekend by myself. So there's that. So doing this on a stream, even though there's been some people coming in here and there, has been more enjoyable. So there's that. I mean, here though, I'm actually having some success with knowing what I'm doing. I spent a lot of time just having no clue how any of this worked, how I was doing anything. So it took some time to get to that point. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end. Well, I need to. I gotta go. I'm gonna end things off for now, and I'll be back in a few hours. Glad I got to catch the stream. I'm gonna start checking it in more. Well, I should be streaming more. I hope. I want to be streaming more. I just don't have time to because I'm busy with other stuff. Unless you want to see me streaming, working on an essay, which I mean, I theoretically can do that. Like I can stream whatever I want. I just don't know. Like I'm torn between this line of like, stream only the things that will be more enjoyable, and stream as often as humanly possible. There's this line, I'm trying to figure out how I want to tread that line. But, yeah, I don't know. Figure that out slowly but surely. I think this could be enjoyable to some people. I justify the working on code stuff, because this could be interesting to some people. Now, some people watching this might have no clue what I'm doing with any of this. I had no clue what I was doing with any of this when I started. And there always is a difference between when you've coded something yourself and when you're trying to understand somebody else's code. It's like, there's always this difference between those two things. So don't feel down if you're looking at this and have no clue what's going on, because I would be in the same boat. So there is that. When you've coded something yourself, you understand how it works a lot better. And even then, I don't fully understand. Okay, I do enough. And that's all that matters. But mainly this like selector stuff I'm still getting the hang of, I guess. More so just not touching code that I copied that is working and only messing with other parts. But anyways, so again, I gotta go. I am late to well, no, I'll be fine. But yeah, I gotta go. I'll be back at some time later today. My guess would be probably 3:30 of my time zone. You can see what time it is below me, so convert that as you will. But anyways, I think that'll do it. Oh, look, into the camera. Because also, one thing that's nice is now I have chat here. This is me looking at chat. This is me looking at myself in the webcam. And it's actually looking like in the camera as opposed to looking this way. So that's better now. Because actually I have 3 monitors now. A big one, a medium-sized one, and a really tiny one that I didn't intend to have. But like, oh, I have this, might as well try to use it. Try to finagle it into my setup. So this tiny monitor has chat now, and OBS. So that's that. Anyways, I need to stop rambling. I gotta go. So, alrighty, see ya as well, Austin. Maybe I'll see you later, and whoever else drops by. But anyways, that'll do it for this live stream. Thank you. No, I'm missing. What was my Gotta say my outro. One of these days, I'll say it without messing up. When I'm doing it in a YouTube video, I can re-record as many times as I want. But okay, that'll do it for this live stream. If you liked it, look forward to more. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you around. Bye.